These are all drones in the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
They're passing each other. I mean, how do they not know what's going on?
Stop cursing.
So dozens of drones have been spotted flying over New Jersey. You probably heard about this, including near Trump's Bedminster Golf Club and the Picatinny Arsenal, which is a military research and manufacturing facility. But whose drones are they? And why are they being deployed?
What is going on in New Jersey?
The Bureau is actively investigating the situation you mentioned. We do not attribute that to an individual or a group yet. We're investigating, but I don't have an answer of who's responsible for that.
What do they have an answer about over at the FBI? Well, obviously, whoever purchased these drones and then decided to direct them above sensitive sites, they're doing so for a reason. But don't worry. Democrat Governor Phil Murphy says, relax.
We don't see any concern for public safety. We had last night 49 sightings. These are apparently very, as I understand it, very sophisticated. The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark.
No, so he doesn't believe what anyone's saying. Is that supposed to be a joke? Joining me now, Steve Rogers, former New Jersey police lieutenant and retired naval officer, and Brent Sadler, Heritage Foundation senior fellow, former Pentagon official, Navy captain. Brent, what do you think of Governor Murphy's flippant response there?
It's flippant and totally unacceptable. We're about 6 to 8 years into this dilemma with these drones gone wild across the country and certainly monitoring our military activities. If you go back to 2018's legislation, which was the topic of the hearing today, but better answers, better countermeasures are long past due.
And Steve, given all your experience on the force, I mean, police officers, they have a limited ability to respond to this. I mean, but I know just regular people watching this tonight are wondering, why are we dismissing that these actually endanger ground or the sites?
Well, we shouldn't do anything. And by the way, in all my intelligence, I tell you, we have the most sophisticated intelligence gathering instruments on the face of the earth. Well, I don't buy this explanation that, well, we don't know who they are, we can't answer this, we can't answer that. And in regard to Governor Murphy's statement, does he know this? Has he been told that the public has not been told? So I'm beginning to believe that maybe somehow it's our government that may be involved in some testing of these drones. Now, I don't have that as a fact, but short of them giving us information, what conclusion do you really come to?
Now, Brent, can these drones, could they be in some way weaponized?
No, absolutely. Even the small drones you can buy over the internet or online, the DJI made what's killing Russian soldiers in Ukraine right now. So absolutely, you can weaponize these with things off the shelf, and you can get at your store, at your Kmart down the street. But the other thing that's important, there's several different sizes of these drones that are being reported. The small ones, there's a history there that ties back to China that I think is worth bringing up, because just this week you had a Chinese national arrested for operating one of these small drones in and around Vandenberg Air Force Base during a space launch.
This reminds me a little bit, it's a different facts, obviously, but Steve, of the surveillance balloon. Remember we were told initially the Chinese that was nothing, and then we saw it flying over the United States, and it turns out it was a sophisticated surveillance operation that had already fed back information to China, a lot of information, before we actually destroyed it. So again, the dismissive response from Governor Murphy, I find that appalling really quickly.
Well, I do, too, because not only could they arm these drones with bombs, they could certainly use chemical weapons on these drones. Dismiss nothing, but send the helicopters up, send our drones up. The satellites could track them. How about getting straight with the American people? Let us know what's going on.
Yeah, how about some actual facts? They did the same thing with UFOs, denied those for years, and now it's like, well, maybe there is something to that. Steve and Brent, thank you both.